Right, okay. And let me record from my side. Let me share the screen. Right, so what is the answer, guys? Is it 4 MB, 450 MB, 400 MB?
4 MB, sir.
Okay, so the answer is okay 4 MB. So if you see here, you have to calculate based on your initial size, guys. My initial size is 8 MB. So if you give in percent, so you will have two options here. Either you can enable the auto growth in percent or you can enable the auto growth in megabytes. If you choose in percentage and if you give 50, so it will calculate this value 50 on your initial size. So what is the 50 percentage of the 8 MB? 4 MB. So here, if this, when it is going to increase the size, when this 8 MB is full, not now, when this 8 MB is completely full, then as per the auto growth option, this 8 MB, 4 more MB is going to be added to this file. Now the file size would be 12 MB. If 12 MB is completely full, how much is going to be added?
Sir, 6 MB.
6 MB. Okay, if 12 MB is completely full, then again 50 percentage of the 12 MB is 6 MB. Then 6 MB will be added. The new file size will be 12 plus 6, 18 MB. If 18 MB is completely full, again 9 MB will be added. So 27 MB. So like that, the file is going to be added. Okay, whenever the file is completely full, right, 1 minute, Prithvi. Okay, you can record Prithvi. Right, so whenever the initial size, whenever the file is full, automatically as per this auto growth option, okay, if you give 10 percentage, 10 percentage, tell me, if you give 10 percentage here, how much will be added? Now my file size is 8 MB. Now you gave 10 percentage of 8 MB. How much will be added? New file size
0.8 MB.
0.8 MB. 10 percentage of 8 MB is 0.8 MB. So the new file size will be 8.8 MB. If again it was like increased, if it was completely full, again 10 percentage of 8.8 MB, 0.88 MB. So you will get like this. Okay, the file will be added automatically, the space will be added automatically. Till how much free space, right? Till how much value it is going to be added, guys? Can anyone tell me?
Unlimited.
Okay,
Sir,
unlimited.
unlimited go where? Sir, till this space is not going will not going to full, sir.
Yes, okay.
This space,
So
on this.
it's unlimited only, but again there is a challenge. You have to remember one thing: in which drive the file is going to be stored. See here, it is going to be stored in C drive, right? So C
Yes,
drive,
sir.
how much free space is there until the free space is going to complete? Okay, until then it is going to increase. Once this 8 GB is completely full, then it cannot grow. Why? Because there is no free space. From where you can get the free space? From the drive only, right? In the drive itself, there is no space to expand. Now there is no space to expand. Then how can it take the size from the C drive now? Completely the file will be full. So you will get data file full error. If you get data file full error, whatever data you are getting from the application, it won't be inserted into your database. Ultimately, your application will be down. If the data is not inserting, whatever data you are getting from application, if it is not inserting into the database, then ultimately your application will be down. Clear, guys? So even though it is unlimited, okay, even though it is unlimited, it depends upon the drive, in which drive your file is going to be created. Please mute it. In which drive your file is going to be created. If you have free space in the drive, it is going to increase. If you don't have free space in the drive, it is not going to increase. Simply you will get data file full error. When if the data is completely full, see guys, that doesn't mean immediately I'll get the error. Once the data file is full, once this 8 GB is completely full, then if there is no free space to expand, then only you will get this data file full error. If the data file is full, your application will be down. If your log file is full, your application will be down. If any file is full, usually your application will be down. Why? Because there is no free space to insert the records. Okay, automatically your application will be down. Clear guys about this initial size?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So in megabytes, if you choose in megabytes, some companies will choose in megabytes. Okay, it depends upon the company to company, their strategy. So if you give 100 MB here, okay, 100. What is the new file size, guys?
108, sir.
Is it 108 or 16 MB? 8 plus 8.
Sir, we have added 100 MB, so 8 MB plus 108, 100.
Okay. So as you choose in megabytes here, it is not a percentage. So whenever this 8 MB is completely full, 100 MB will be directly added to the particular file. So the new file size will be 100 MB. If 108 MB is new file size is 108 MB. If 108 size is completely full, then again 100 MB will be added, 208 MB. So like that, once the file is full, 100 MB will be added automatically, 100 MB. Okay, so 100 MB, 108 MB, 208 MB, 308 MB, 408 MB. So until you have free space in the drive, the file is going to be increased.
Yes, sir.
Clear? Right. So you can limit this particular file. You can limit it in case you don't want to increase. If you want to limit this file to 200 GB, 300 GB, guys, you will have very big databases. Sometimes we can see 20 terabytes of databases also in the organization. 10 terabytes, 2 terabytes, 10 terabytes, 5 terabytes, 20 terabytes. Depends upon the, not all databases, guys. Usually normal databases will be in normal size only. Okay. Very rarely you can see this big databases and all, 2 TB, 3 TB, 4 TB, 5 TB. Each database size is 5 terabytes, 10 terabytes or 20 terabytes or 30 terabytes. Depends upon what data they are storing. Okay. So you cannot predict the database size, completely depends upon the application only, right? So if you want to limit this file, you can limit this file. There are some scenarios you have to limit this file. There are some scenarios you have to limit this file. Say for example, if this file is completely full, there are two options to fix this issue. Okay, imagine 8 GB, right? Your data file will grow up to 8 GB. Now C drive is completely full. There are two ways to fix this issue. Either you can expand C drive with the help of Windows team so that they are going to increase 25 GB to 50 GB. You will get 25 GB more free space. But if you are not interested to expand, or else this drive is completely full. See, every drive will have a limited size, guys. Up to 2 terabytes only you can give. There are two types of files, MBR partitions, GBT partition. Okay, so in MBR partition, the drive can increase up to 2 terabytes, guys. Okay, the MBR partition max capacity of single drive is 2 terabytes. Imagine my database size is 5 terabytes. Then how can I save my files? Where can I store my files? Clear, guys? If my database size is 5 TB, how can I manage my files and all? Why? Because the max capacity of the drive size itself 2 terabytes. You cannot grow maximum more than 2 terabytes. Then how can I store 5 terabytes of database?
Sir, we can add new disk
Yes,
to the. Yes.
very good. Okay, so you can add a new drive, extra drive you can add to the server. Okay, then what we can do? You have to create an extra data file. Okay, here, right here, what you can do simply, here you can add extra data file. There is an add option is there, right? Click on add data file and you can give extra data file or log file. Usually 90%, 99% is only one log file will be there, guys. No multiple log files, but most of the databases will have multiple data files. Okay, batch 40 underscore F2. F2 means file 2. Okay, so this is what you want. Is this a data file or log file? I want to create a data file. Okay, so you can select this data file. Okay, and as it is a data file, of course it has to be stored in a file group, right? So by default it will be created in a primary file group. No, I don't want to save this file in the primary file group. I want different file group. Okay, chalo, you can create new file group from this window itself. The initial size is 8 MB and unlimited, like you can see here, auto growth is 64 unlimited. And here if you see, it is also going to store in the C drive, but my C drive is completely full. So I'm going to store this file in another drive, which was newly added. Automatically the new file is going to be created in the new drive. Once I choose the path here, once I give the path here, in which drive you gave, in which drive, like which drive you selected, automatically the file will be created in that particular drive. So that as one file is automatically, like this first file is completely full, now the data is going to be inserted into your file 2. But there are some small correction you have to do. You have to, okay, limit this file. Auto growth should be disabled. Once the auto growth is disabled, then this file cannot grow. So automatically the data, whatever newly added data will be inserted by default, will be inserted into the next data file. So the next data file is F2, file 2 only. So nothing to do here. Once you added a new drive or separate drive, what you have to do, you have to disable this auto growth, guys. If you
Yes, sir.
disable this auto growth, automatically it cannot grow, right? So if it cannot grow, but data has to be inserted, so it will go for another alternative. So okay, another file is there. By default, it will go to the next data file. Nothing to do here. Nothing to do. Simply just disable one file. Automatically, whatever data it is coming to the batch 40 file 1, automatically it will be redirect to the file 2. In these cases, usually we are going to disable the auto growth. Clear, guys?
Clear, sir.
Everyone, please let me know in case of any questions, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Clear, sir.
So how many files like this, how many files I can add to a database, guys? How many files I can add? How many file groups I can create?
The number of is depend on the number of disk or drive, sir.
Nothing
How
like
many
that. In a single drive, see, maximum how many drives you will get, tell me? 26? 26 letters are there, maximum 26 drives you can create, right? Right,
Yes.
that means, is it like 26 files only we can create?
No, sir.
No. So in a single
No.
drive, you can create multiple files. It's not like that.
Right, sir.
Don't think like in a single drive we can create only one data file. Nothing like that. You can create multiple data files in a single drive. So guys, remember, whenever if I ask anything, how many objects we can create, okay, there is a magic number in the SQL server. That magic number is 32,767. We can create 32,767 databases in the SQL server. We can create 32,767 file groups in the SQL server. We can create 32,767 files in the SQL server. We can create 32,767 logins in the SQL server. We can create 32,767 users in the SQL server. Okay, for all these things, the answer is 32,767. I guess this is like 2 power 64, 64 bit, right? 2 power 64, you will get 32,767.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Sir,
so
yes.
yeah.
Sir, my question is, when we move the primary data file, right,
Okay,
in other drive, so where the log files will be stored?
yes. If you move the primary data files, log files will have a separate location. Even though you move this primary file group, you are saying primary file group?
Yes, sir. We have created two file group, right?
Only to see, don't confuse. Two files I have created. One is the file primary is different file group. Under different file group, under primary file group, I have created two files.
Right, sir.
Now tell me.
So where the when we stop the data storing in batch 40, right? So and we are going to use a batch 40 F2.
Yes.
So the new data will be stored in batch 40 F2, right?
Yes, yes.
Then where the log batch 40 log data will be stored?
There is no issue with your log file. See, guys, I'll tell you one thing about the log file. Log file is a temporary file. It will
Right.
store the data temporarily. You will have your UPS, right? Once your power is gone, your your UPS will help you, right? Inverter.
Right.
Yes. Until you get the power, your inverter will help you, right? Will save you, right? In the same way, your log file will behave. Log file will act as a temporary file. Whenever data is coming from the application, by default, the data will be first inserted into log file only, not in the data file, guys. The data from the application, first it will be inserted into the log file. Right? We have a
Yes.
lot of challenges, guys. Say, for example, suddenly you are writing some data, you are inserting 1 lakh transactions. Suddenly the power gone. Suddenly server is rebooted by someone. Or suddenly some other issue happen. Then what about this 1 lakh transactions, guys?
Right.
Right? So to overcome these kind of situations, we will have log file. So whatever data you are inserting from the application, first it will be inserted in your log file temporarily. Once the data is completely moved from your log file to data file, that is called commit. Okay, the data will be moved from log file to data file in regular intervals. Once the data is completely moved from data file to log file, log file to data file, then again the log file will be truncated automatically. Truncated means not delete, it will be cleaned. Nothing, no
Yes.
data will be there in the log file. Again new data will come, again means its log file is going to be recycled, guys. Until the data is going to move to the data file permanently, your log file is being recycled. Data will come, and once the data is committed, it will go to the particular data file. Okay, Prithvi. Just right. Okay, so this is how your log file will work. So yes, again you will get log file issues also. Log file also will full. Sometimes due to some reasons your log file also will full, but we
Yes.
don't add log files, multiple log files to the database. We will fix the issue so that we can create some free space in the log file.
Right, sir.
There are some queries, Bashir. Okay, you can use those queries. Okay, a function db log queries are there. Using that db log, you cannot see with your naked eye. You can see with the table format only. Okay, right, guys. Is it clear? So log file will be helpful to store the data temporarily until the data is going. See, for example, I'm inserting 20 GB of data. Suddenly, I cannot write 20 GB of data to the data file, right? So whatever 20 GB of data, it will be stored inside your log file. So slowly, it will go to your data file until the write operation is completed in the data file. The transactions will be stored in your log file. Once the data is completely committed, that is called, that action is called committed. Committed means what? Saving the data permanently.
Right.
Once the data
Yes.
is completely committed, then whatever data is there in the particular log file will be truncated automatically. So again, the fresh log file will be there. It won't be generated again. Everything will be cleaned in the log file. Fresh log file will be there. Again, it will welcome the new transactions. Your log file. This is the continuous process. So log file, you don't have issues or challenges like data file. But data file, as you are storing the data permanently, you cannot recycle the data file. If you recycle the data file means you are going to delete the data, right? Which is not good, right? So data
Right, sir.
file, in the data file, data will be stored permanently, whereas in the log file, data will be stored temporarily until the data is completely moved to the data file. So if your log file is full, there are other ways to troubleshoot it, but we don't add another log file. But if your data file is full, there is no other way. You have to simply add extra data file. Clear, guys? Anyone having any issues? File group name primary will not be changed even if we create any number of. You can change, Anis. Okay, so primary file group is a by default file group that you will get. One file group you will get by default with SQL Server. If you want another file group, okay, either you can do it from this file group section. You can add a new file group. Okay, FG1, and right. So now you can see general page. If you want, Okay, if you can select like this, and this is how, until you clicked OK, you can change the file groups. Once you clicked OK, once the file is created in that file group, you cannot change the file group later.
Yes, sir.
As I did not click OK, I just simply added the files. So I did not click OK. The query not ran. Okay, but if I clicked OK, automatically this file will be created in the primary file group. Once the file is created in the file group, you cannot move the files between the file group, guys. You have to delete the file from the file group, and then only you have to create new file group, new file in the particular new file group, another file group. Clear, Anis? Okay, so any doubts, guys? Any issues? Right? So that is how your log file will work. So in case if your log file is full, it is being recycled. So no issues of log file issue. Okay, so again you have to concentrate on data file, and if your data file is full, you have to add extra data file in the next drive, or else in any drive where the space is available. I'm sorry. That is how it is going to work.
Yes, sir.
Clear, guys? Everyone? Files, file groups, everyone. Auto growth,
Clear.
enable auto growth, disable auto growth, limited size. Everyone, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Guys, tell me if you have any questions. Let me know. No problem. You can ask me any question. You can ask me. Okay, then let's continue. Okay, so this is how your auto growth will work. So in case if I add new file, then I am going to disable the auto growth of this file. Okay, so in these cases, usually the auto growth of the data file will be none, so that the new file is added in another drive. So the data now, if once auto growth is none, now the data is not going to be inserted in your data file. Automatically the data will be inserted in your next data file. The next data file is file 2. Okay, so this is how it is going to manage, and you can change the paths by just simply browsing. You can change wherever you want. You can change the paths of these files. In which drive you want to create, you can simply select the drive, and in which folder you want to create, you can simply select it. Yes, please mute it, guys. Please mute it. Right? Okay, so this is how it will work. Okay, this is how you can create the data files and log files. And whenever you want to create a new data file, you can choose the path also, you can choose the location also. So automatically these files will be created in that particular location. Right? File names you cannot see now. Once you click OK, these are the logical names. You can find it in the table, but physically, see guys, it is going to be created in this location. What is this location? Control A, Control C, open Windows R, just paste it here, Control V, enter. You can see here, guys, every database will have two files physically. I told you, right? One data file, one log file. As we have 4 system databases, each database will have 2 files. So 4 2s are 8 files will be there in this location. Total how many files? 8 files. Okay, master database data file this one, and master database log file is this one. Model database data file this one, and model database log file this one. MSDB data file, MSDB log file. TempDB data file, TempDB log file. By default, it will be created in this location, guys. Let me go to that location physically. In your C drive, go to C drive, go to program files, go to Microsoft SQL Server, go to instance root directory. Which instance it is? Batch 40 or MS default instance? Yes. Go to MS SQL and go to data drive. There you can see your files, your system database data files and log files. These are the physical files. You cannot open. Don't never try to open these files. Double clicking on it. Don't try to open these files. It will be corrupted. Don't open any data file and log file. It's not notepad or workbook or Excel sheet to open. Don't ever open any data file or log file. If you open that one, it might be corrupted. There are some chances the files might be corrupted. Clear, guys? So once if I click OK, automatically you can see, guys, tell me how many files I can see here. If I click OK now, how many extra files I can see here?
Adding 3 files. I mean,
I
right
need
now we are
answers
adding
from
three.
TemDB,
everyone.
TemDB log, model DB log, and model.
I need answers from everyone. Once I click OK now here in the screen, if I click OK, how many new files will be created in this location?
6 new
3 files,
files.
sir.
I need answers. I
files.
need answers in the chart from everyone. 6 files or 3 files? Okay. Guys, can you please explain why 6 files, Shankar, Krishna? Why 6 files? Can you please explain?
Log files and master files, three and 3.
Log files and master files 3 and 3. You understood this concept in this way, na? Okay. So did I told you like 3 log files will be created for every database?
No, sir,
Only 1 log file, right? Then why 3?
got it.
Why 3 files, 3 log files, 3 data files you are saying, right? So where you can see 3 log files here in this list, where you can see 3 log
Yeah.
files.
Yeah, only 1 log file.
How many data files you can see?
2.
2 data files. Total how many files will be
1.
created?
Overall 3.
Overall 3 3 files will be created. How
3
many
files.
files you can see here? That many files will be created physically. This is your logical structure. That is your physical structure. Physically, you can see the files. If I click OK now, 3 files will be created in this location. In this location, in the C drive, program files, Microsoft SQL Server, MS SQL, instance, root directory, data folder, you can see 3 files will be added. If you want, you can see. As of now, no need to give any file names physically. Automatically, it will be created with a batch 40.mdf, batch 40 underscore log.ldf, okay, and batch 40 underscore f2.ndf, guys. Okay, let me click OK. Now you can see. Before clicking OK, what I'm going to do, okay, I'm going to, okay, script out this action. You can see one button, right? Script action. Actually, I told you, right, whenever you select anything, whenever you are doing anything using GUI, okay, it will be converted into the script. That script only will run, right? So you want to see what is the script to create the new database. Okay,
Yes, sir.
I'll show you. Right, and owner, one more object is owner. Okay, so owner by default, every object owner will be there. Okay, so who will be the owner of that particular object, guys? The by default owner, file name is optional or mandatory. Bashir, while giving, see, logical name is mandatory. File name is also mandatory, but no need to give. Okay, we don't give file names manually. It is also mandatory. Otherwise, you cannot see the files here. These are the file names only, right? This is also mandatory, but no need to give from your side. Automatically, SQL Server only will create, okay, with the help of these logical names. Okay, simply it will add extension batch 40.mdf is your file name. Batch 40 underscore log.ldf is your log file name. Batch 40 underscore f2.ndf is your data file name, second data file name. Okay, so again, so every object you will have owners, guys. Your databases will have database owners, jobs will have job owners. So guys, remember, owner is nothing but one account, one login. Okay, so we don't use our names. If I just don't give the name here, by default it is showing default, means who will become the owner of this database, guys? Can anyone guess?
Sir, administrator, sir.
Okay, so who is creating this database? He will become the owner of the database. Who is creating, guys? Who is creating this database?
So right now administrator is creating. That's why when
Okay, so if you see here, we connected as administrator, right? So whatever you are doing on behalf of administrator. You are doing on the name of administrator. So owner, if I click OK, owner will be there, but who is creating the database? Automatically his account will act as the owner of this database. As administrator is creating this database, the database owner will be administrator, computer name / administrator. Clear, guys? So owner is
sir.
very important. We don't entertain individual owners. Okay. For example, imagine Namdev working in a company. So Namdev get a chance to create a new database. Namdev didn't change the owner name. He just kept as it is like default. So owner name of the database would be Namdev, right? So Namdev got good opportunity in another company. So he just left that company and he just his account. Once Namdev left from that company, your account credentials and all will be deleted, right? Right? Your credentials will be deleted from the company. So as you are owner of the database, if your account is deleted, then the database sometimes won't behave properly. Clear? So that's why giving individual usernames for the database owners or job owners is not recommended, but owner should be there. So we will give SCA is the permanent owner. SCA login is there in the SQL server in the security. So SCA login is the permanent login in the SQL server. One login should act as a owner. SCA, no one can delete this SCA login. All the logins can be deleted, but no one can delete this SCA login. So that's why, okay, for all the objects, usually owner will be SCA. SCA means sysadmin. Got it, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so now I'm not going to change anything. Let it be. Okay, I'm going to keep it as it is default. So after creating the database, how to change the owner, I'll show you. Okay, right. And go to options. Here you don't see much options and all. Normal options only you can see. Okay, so options will be there, but we don't use any of those options. Okay, no need to choose any of these things. And what is this full recovery model? Collation, what is your server collation? Automatically database also will be created with the same collation settings. So no need to choose any collation settings. Recovery models, there is a separate class on recovery models. I'll tell you. Compatibility, I told you like in the initial classes, compatibility level of the database. If the database belongs to SQL Server 2017, the compatibility level is 140. 14.0, you have to remove the dot 140. If it belongs to 2019, what is the compatibility level of databases, guys, for 2019 database?
150.
150.
150.
150.
Someone said 160. So the
150, sir.
compatibility level of the 2019 databases are 150. What is the compatibility level for 2012?
110.
110.
130.
So
110.
who is that 130?
2014, 130.
Who is that? 2014 130. Who is that
16,
2014 130?
16.
I'll give you Amazon gift cards for both of you. Tell me.
Sir, I will tell you.
Okay, so 2016 130, guys, 2012 110, 2014 120, 2016 130, 2017 140, 2019 150. Okay, so usually no need to change this compatibility level, keep it as it is and leave it this containment type and all. So let me generate a script for this action, whatever we did. Let me generate a script and I'll show you how much script will run once you click OK. Okay, once you click OK, I told you right in the background one script will run, then only new database will be created. So you want to see how much script it will be. Let me minimize this window. See here, if you want to create a database, see here how much big script is there. Can you remember this script to create any database?
No, sir.
Okay, so this is the big script. Okay, so create database name, and these are the file names in which location, what is the file sizes and all, and these are the different options of on. Okay, you can see some options are on, some options are off. Okay, so these are the options. Automatically once I click OK, automatically this script will run in the backend and it will create batch 40 database, guys. Okay, so now I don't run that script. I'll click OK now. Let me show you. Okay, click OK. It won't take much time. Just 1 second. It is taking much time. Okay, so if you see here, batch 40 is created. Sometimes you cannot see batch 40. What you have to do, guys? If you even though it is
We can refresh.
successful, yeah, even though the action is successful, but if you don't see the objects, what you can do? Simply select the
We can
databases
refresh it.
and is just simply refresh it so that you can see the newly added objects and all, newly created objects and all you can see. Right, this is how we are going to create the database, and go to this physical location and you can see 3 more files will be added. Okay, batch 40 data file, batch 40 second data file, and your batch 40 log file.
Right.
Okay, this is your batch 40 log file. And if you expand this, okay, let me maximize this window. And if you expand this, right, the type of the file you can see, okay, primary data file, secondary data file, transaction log file. Log file or transaction log file, both are same. Okay, so every database you can see data file, primary data file, and log file, but we have added extra file, right? It's not mandatory to add the file, guys. Just to give you the demo, I have added the file. Normally, if you create any database, you will get only 2 files. One is data file and another one is log file. Primary data file and log file, you will get these 2 files only. Just to give you the demo, I just added this F2 file. So whenever you're creating the database, don't add F2. It's not part of the database creation. Just to give you the demo, what is file group, what is file, how to add file group, how to add files. Just to show you the demo, I just added these 2 files, sorry, 1 file. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yeah, okay, sir.
right, what is the query to create the data file? Sorry, not data file, sorry, database. What is the query? Can anyone tell me
Create-
what is the query?
Create
Create-
database name.
That is fine, huh?
No.
We can create with that particular create database name. We can create database.
Create database name to
Hmm.
disk equal
Hmm.
path name
I mean, specific
dot
path,
bak.
Dot BAK.
not .bak, sir.
No, okay, no problem.
Right. Okay. So let me reopen this meeting link. It is going to close now. Please join with the same link.